here you have it. One of the most beautiful buildings in the world. And it's located right here in Kuala Lumpur. How awesome is that?
Like, the view is so beautiful. I love the fountain, the trees, all the buildings. It's so modern.
There's plenty of mosque in the city, but in my opinion, this one here is extremely special. It's worth the visit, but do keep in mind, you have to have proper dress code to enter. The variety really makes you feel at home. I think that's what attracts Westerners a lot to Kuala Lumpur, is that it has something for everyone. It doesn't matter what kind of food you eat. It doesn't matter what religion you believe in. There is a place for you here in this incredible city. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm talking to you guys from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I actually arrived here about 3 days ago, but on accident, man. I wasn't planning on coming back to Malaysia this soon, although I always love coming here. It wasn't on the radar for this trip. I was actually on my way to Singapore, and my fiance got very sick on the airplane, and during our layover here in Kuala Lumpur, we had to go to the Malaysian airline desk, and thankfully they were able to get us sorted, and they allowed us to stay here in Malaysia. They got our bags off the flight, and before you know it, we were here in an Airbnb, and now what turned into a short little stopover has turned into a little 2-week trip here in Kuala Lumpur. Now, today, I'm gonna take you guys around and just show you my first day back here in Malaysia. This here is one of my favorite cities in the world. It's, in my opinion, one of the most livable places in Asia, and it's booming, man. The economy here, the shopping, the food scene, the night markets, everything is just booming. It's trendy. It's a nice place to be. It's very comfortable. The Malaysian people are very friendly, hospitable, and today I'm going to share with you guys why I love Kuala Lumpur. Now, I am with Gladys.
Hello.
How are you feeling now?
Better, thank you.
A little bit better, huh? We're assuming that she had food poisoning. We think that was the problem.
Yeah,
but you're feeling better now?
It was horrible.
It was.
Today I'm finally 100% back.
And what are your impressions on Kuala Lumpur? I mean, you've only walked around a few hours since we've been here.
Well, it's a very green city. I like that. There's so many trees and grass everywhere and little bushes. So I like that a lot. I also like people is so friendly also so far. So that is my first impression.
Yeah, people here are very kind, and as Gladys mentioned, it's a very green city. I mean, just look around. There's trees everywhere, bushes, and yeah, she mentioned the grass. That's something that you just don't see in a lot of these concrete jungles here in Asia. When you're walking around Bangkok, you definitely don't see these many trees, and you definitely don't see the second tallest building in the world, the Merdeka 118 Tower, that unfortunately we still can't go up yet, but hopefully in the near future. Anyways, guys, we're on our way to breakfast. I'm gonna take you to the spot that I like to have breakfast at here just outside of Chinatown, and then we're gonna make our way over to the KLCC area because I want to take Gladys to one of my favorite coffee shops. You guys actually recommended it to me a few months ago, and I went there, fell in love with it, and ended up going every day. So join me as I show you guys some of my favorite spots here in Kuala Lumpur, and then as we go on, I'll talk to you guys about why I love this place so much. So where we're heading for breakfast is just up this road, actually 2 streets right near Chinatown, and actually right next to Masjid India. So I'll pin all the locations that you see in today's video down below. If you guys are coming out to Kuala Lumpur, then definitely check them out. Trust me, you're gonna absolutely love every place that I recommend in this video. This here is where we're coming to breakfast, guys. This place is called Timothy. Okay, no, not this one, the one next door. But along this street here, there's a lot of trendy restaurants. There's another place called Local. They make breakfast. Here is Timothy. Then there's this coffee shop here called Mingle. A lot of trendy restaurants, and then you also got a lot of your typical foods, like the Roti Canai Chapati house across the street. You got a smoothie shop. And this is what I love about Kuala Lumpur, is you got like extremely trendy Western restaurants, and then you got a lot of local food everywhere. But today, because, well, Gladys' stomach is still not 100%, we're staying away from a lot of the sauces and the curries for today. Actually, we might still go to nasi lemak later on. However, you ready for some breakfast?
Yes, let's do it.
The reason why I asked her if she's ready for breakfast is because literally, guys, the last 3 days, she hasn't ate barely anything, man. Like, she has been so sick. But you're feeling better
I
now.
was eating pumpkin soup and chicken.
And bread. And bread, because everybody told us that's good
And
for
rice.
food poisoning. Man, we really got to start watching what we eat. We're getting older now, and
It's hard
we
when
keep
you
getting
travel.
food poisoning. Yeah.
Yeah, every time we travel, one day I get sick.
At least.
Yes.
Yeah. We got to make some changes. All right, let's get some breakfast. This here is Timothy Cafe. And yeah, they got all kinds of Western dishes. It's a beautiful little restaurant. I love it. Oh, you got to push it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hello. For 2, please. Terima kasih. Beautiful spot, huh?
Very beautiful. From the outside, I would never enter, just doing some research, like if I see on the internet, but inside it's so pretty. Very nice.
Yeah, from the outside, you have no idea that you're entering a place like this, man. But once you come in here, man, it's so beautiful, it's so comfortable. And this here is the menu. This here is Timothy. And they got breakfast, brunch. They got shakshukas, big breakfast, granola bowls, eggs benny, focaccia salads, all kinds of good stuff, man. Even pastas, desserts, coffees, kombuchas, teas. Now, I think I'm actually gonna go with a breakfast today because it is early, but look at this place, man. Gorgeous, right? And I like that a lot of the trendy places here in the city, they're always cashless. It makes it easy. You can pay with card pretty much everywhere here in KL. You know what? I think today I'm gonna go with the shakshuka, the Timothy shakshuka. Hello, sir. What would you like? Our meal came out, and check this out, guys. This here is the shakshuka. I never seen it with beans before, but that's interesting. And then we got a latte. This here is one of Gladys's favorite meals. Hopefully,
I love shakshuka.
all these tomatoes and spices are good for your stomach. I tried to convince her to get something else.
I don't think it's gonna be bad because shakshuka is always a good idea.
We'll see. But anyways, coffee first. And the funny thing is we're actually going to a coffee shop after this. So a lot of coffee is being drunk today. Oh man, that is lovely. A latte first thing in the morning always hits the spot, man. And if you've never had shakshuka before, guys, seriously, it is a breakfast dish that you must try. It's very popular in like the Middle East, North African countries, but here in Malaysia, you can find it as well. Let's do one of these motions. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I feel with the beans in it though. It tastes almost like a chili bean, but I like it. It's good. It's different. Alright, we're gonna enjoy breakfast and I'll catch up with you guys outside. Just left breakfast, man, that spot was good. The only thing I didn't like, and I must say, is the bathroom. Make sure you use the bathroom before you go there, alright? But other than that, great breakfast. And now I wanna talk to you guys about something that's very important, and that is the money here in Malaysia. So here in Malaysia, they use ringgit. This here is what Malaysian ringgit looks like. This here is a 5 ringgit note. They also have 1 ringgit notes. And then this here is a 50 ringgit bill. This one here is equivalent to around 10 US dollars. And this one here is about $1.25. You can pretty much assume that 4 ringgit is $1. So pretty much each ringgit is about 25 US cents. So if you're coming from the US, the conversion is quite simple. 25 cents is about 1 ringgit. And right now we're actually about to make our way over to the Sky Train. There's one here, but we're heading to a different line to make our way over to KLCC. Now, another nice pro tip that I've learned after being with her the last few days is that if you're looking for a pharmacy, man, this here is a good one. The Guardian, really good pharmacy, but they are closed on Thursdays.
Yeah.
We learned that the hard way. I don't know why, but they have no pharmacist on Thursdays. Other than that, great pharmacy, and the best part about coming to Asia in general is that if you get sick, you don't necessarily have to run to the doctor. You can walk on inside and you can get most things without a prescription. Amoxicillin, antibiotics, things like that. And this spot here, I definitely recommend. And as you're walking around, you're gonna notice there's a lot of the big names that you see all around the world. There's the KFC, a lot of McDonald's. Speaking of McDonald's, right here. They also have Burger King, all of those big chains. But you don't want to eat this stuff if you come here, man. The food in Malaysia is like some of the best, and it's really underrated. I'm not sure why I don't see Malaysian restaurants everywhere around the world, but the food is insane. Like, don't waste your money inside of those places. Plus, you're gonna spend a lot more money inside of a McDonald's than you would eating even a good burger on the streets. So keep that in mind. Anyways, we're gonna hop onto the SkyTrain and I'll show you guys how the public transportation works here in the city. Before we jump onto the train, I want to show you guys this beautiful mosque right behind me. This here is Masjid Jamek, and it's actually one of the oldest mosques in the city. It's very beautiful, and it's located right in the center, just outside of Chinatown. And the river that you see flowing on this side of the mosque actually is called the River of Life, and that is because, well, there's one river here and then another on the opposite end, and they actually join right there in the middle. And if you come here in the evenings, guys, which I will show you later on this week, this river has all kinds of lights, smoke machines. It's very majestic to come on out here and witness. Now, this mosque was actually built in 1909, and it was the main mosque of the city all the way up until 1965, when the grand opening of the National Mosque of Malaysia, which isn't too far from here, was open. Now, there's plenty of mosques in the city, but in my opinion, this one here is extremely special. It's worth the visit, but do keep in mind you have to have proper dress code to enter. For women, you have to cover up your head, your shoulders, legs, and same for men. Dress appropriately to show your respect here, because this is a primarily Muslim country, and although all religions are welcome here in Malaysia, it is important to respect everyone's religion. Whether you're going into a temple, a church, or a mosque, please keep in mind that these are places of worship, very important places for a lot of people. Now, the word masjid, you're gonna hear a lot in this series. Masjid means mosque, and I just read that the word jamek is an Arabic word, and it means a place where people come and worship. So, Masjid Jamek, a mosque where people come and worship. How beautiful, right? And yeah, right now, we're gonna jump on to the train and make our way over to KLCC. Man, it's hot, but when you find a nice tree with some shade covering, it's a good place to cool down, I'll tell you what. Here in Malaysia, you're gonna see a lot of KK marts. You do see 7-Elevens, but nowhere near as many as you do in Thailand. And right now, I actually wanna go on inside there. We're dying of thirst, man. It is so hot out here, guys. You gotta bring a mini fan. We usually have them. Where's the mini fans?
Oh, so sorry. I didn't bring them today.
How's the weather?
I need it. Very humid and hot, of course, but it feels like you're walking in a sauna.
Yeah, non-stop. But like I said, the trade-off is worth it, man. You're in Malaysia, truly Asia. Anyways, I'm gonna come on in here and I'm gonna show you guys some of the prices of water bottles, because you can always justify the prices of a country by looking at the total cost of a water bottle. So here we are. And then this here is Milo. This is like, man, one of the national drinks of Malaysia. You find these everywhere around the city, even though I don't think it's from Malaysia. So they got water bottles for, I guess, a 1 ringgit 50. What is that? Yeah, around 40 cents for a water bottle. But this is the KK brand. If you want to get something a little bit more higher end, yeah, you're gonna spend around 4 ringgit per water. One for you. And then I'll do one also. And then check this out, guys. One of my favorite drinks in the world. Can you hold this for a second? Is this one right here. The 100 Plus. And this here is like a national drink here in Malaysia as well. They got one that's carbonated. This one here is the carbonated one. Kind of tastes like a soda. And then this here is the active one that kind of tastes like a Gatorade. But they're electrolyte drinks from Malaysia. And if you're ever feeling like dehydrated, weak, tired from being outside, drink one of those, man, and you're gonna be good to go. All right, I don't think I need anything else.
I'm looking the beverage I want that I like, but I can't find.
Oh yeah, Gladys found a drink the other day. It was actually recommended by a local. It's called Gut C, and it's like a probiotic drink. And if you're traveling, man, I recommend you always take your probiotics. It can stop you from getting sick. We never take them, but we're about to start, huh?
Yeah, I like it, and it's yummy.
She just bought her first probiotics yesterday, and she's trying to convince me to take them. And I think I'm gonna start as well. We get sick way too much, man. We should always be on probiotics.
Yeah.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Together.
Together.
Thank you.
Terima kasih. Milo Kit Kat? What? Bro, that's crazy, huh? That's a crazy combination. Yeah, I gotta try that. Thank you. Yo, how crazy is this, huh? They got the best snacks in Malaysia. Kit Kats / Milo bar. Something I didn't know I needed in my life, but what a great combination. Somebody was thinking outside the box. About to hop onto the train now, and they actually have a Sky Train, a metro, and public buses that you can use here in Kuala Lumpur. I personally love the public transportation. It's the best way to get around, but you could also use Grab and the street taxis. However, I'm not sure if they use the meter here or not. I just always use Grab or the public transportation. Now, if you're not sure how to use these machines here, you can always walk up to the counter and a friendly customer service representative will help you. But we're actually about to take the red line, and we are going to KLCC, Kuala Lumpur City Center, and we're gonna do 2 tickets. So from where I'm at right now, near Chinatown, it's around $1 US for 2 tickets, and we're gonna pay cash. All right, and it shows that we have to pay with 1 ringgit or 5 ringgit. Of course, if your transaction gets bigger, then you're gonna be able to use a bigger note. So let's actually see. Got a small one, and we do. Stick it into here. I'm telling you guys, it's all super simple, and if you're ever wondering how to use public transportations in countries like this or anywhere around the world, man, all you gotta use is Google Maps, and then instead of using the car, you just always hit the train symbol or the bus or whatever, and then here it gives you bus options and train options, and it'll tell you exactly how many stops you gotta go. We gotta go 3 stops. It's only 6 minutes, and like I said, extremely affordable, and a lot of times the fastest options here in Kuala Lumpur, especially during rush hour, man. This city gets busy and you can be stuck in traffic for hours. So if you're arriving to the city, especially during rush hour, man, do not take a taxi. Take the airport express train. It's literally 1 stop from the airport to KL Central.
Wow,
all right.
First time in my life I've seen that. It's
oh,
a
wow.
Hot Wheel vending machine.
A Hot Wheels vending machine. Man, that's
people.
cool. I've never seen this before. Should we get one?
Oh God, this is so cool.
Dude, only in Malaysia do you find something like this. You know what? Let's get one. I want one. Do you mind holding that for me? I gotta make one of these. All right. Well, what do I want? Damn, the Toyota minivan is hard.
Where is
Look,
the Toyota?
The Toyota minivan is right there. They also have, what is this? A Ferrari. Yo, the Ferrari's sick. You know what? Oh, damn, but it's 60 RM. Oh, so it goes based off of what you get. You can get a 10 ringgit one, 15 ringgit model, and then that's the most expensive one. Man, it's a Ferrari. That's sick, but 60 ringgit, man, that's a little bit expensive. That's like 13, 14 US. Who remembers when these were like $1 at Target? Crazy, man. All right, well, let's get a cheap one just to do it. Why not? Man, good eye, Gladys. Wow, they got a Ford truck for 10 ringgit, an old school car. All right, what do you want? Which one would you like?
I don't know, there's something unique from Malaysia?
No. It'd be cool if they had like a Malaysian taxi, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, that one looks cool. It's like an ice cream truck.
Yeah, it says always on time. Maybe it's the post office, the post delivery. I don't know, whichever you want.
Man, this machine is awesome, guys. A Hot Wheels vending machine. The things you see in Malaysia, unreal. All right, let's get one. Hey man, it's $2, bro, and it's worth the memory. Oh, and I can pay card. Don't play. I'm paying card. Hold on.
First, you gotta select the item, I think.
First I gotta select it. Where is my card? There it is. All right, I'm gonna go with 19, just because I don't really know what it is. And I'm curious. Man, they make it easy for you to spend money in Malaysia, bro. There's a mall on every corner, a Hot Wheels vending machine. There it comes. Oh,
I
sick.
missed that. Sorry.
Yo, that's dope. Man, that's sick. It says Hot Wheels Art Cars. Yo, that's sick. How awesome is that? All right. Oh, we got a Hot Wheel. I'll find a little kid to give this to later on. Oh, it is a mail truck. Look, mailed it. Man, that's awesome. HWPS. That's sick. All right. Well, let's make our way onto the trains. All you got to do is grab the blue token, tap it here, and there you go. You're inside, ready to go. And then you just follow the signs on which direction you're heading to, whether you're going central or Kelana Jaya line. Now don't lose this little blue token once you enter, because you're gonna need it to exit. And I don't know what happens if you lose it. It's never happened to me, but I'm sure, yeah, you probably just gotta pay a fine or something. Probably pay a little bit more for your ride. Who knows? You know what's crazy is that all over Asia, they have these big glass security doors that protect you from going into the platform, and they can't even put this in America. You hear of stories in New York City of people getting pushed onto the tracks each and every day. I'm telling you, man, these parts of the world make my country look, man, so far behind in time. In general, just, yeah, for the little things like that, it's unreal. You know what's crazy? It blows my mind that in our country we can't come up with a budget for things like this. But then you come to places in Asia and, dude, they got the best public transportation around. And there's no reason why the United States can't have it. It's just that, man, who knows? You know what? That's my country. I'll go ahead and say it. Corruption, man. Corruption, dude. They pocket all that money. Anyways, we're about to head 3 stops. And the cool part is I'm not sure about the metro because I barely take this. I usually take the SkyTrain. But on the SkyTrain, they actually have women-only carriages, which is really cool, especially if you're by yourself. I know if Gladys is by herself, I would feel very comfortable with her being in a women-only carriage. So I think that's a great option. Man, it's just we live in crazy times, and although so many of us are respectful gentlemen, there's just some people that look at women like animals, man, and it's just the truth. So we're about to enter and make our way down. 3 stops. We're here, and we're going to KLCC. And we made it. I didn't film inside the train, but man, everything's super clean, organized, everybody's quiet. It's awesome. But yeah, I wanted to respect everyone's space inside of there. Plus, it was very tight. It was rush hour. It feels like rush hour right now, huh?
I like these. Crowded.
Yeah, and we ended up giving away the Hot Wheel to this little kid. He was like a little tired, a little sad, and when we gave it to him, he cheered up. But yeah, we're on our way to Suria KLCC now. I'm going to show you guys why this is one of the coolest malls inside or here in Kuala Lumpur. And it's actually located inside of the Petronas Twin Towers. Man, look at all these advertisements down here. YSL. Yeah, I guess this is a YSL hallway. And now we are inside of Suria KLCC. This here is like the basement floor. They got a lot of food down here, snacks. But inside of this mall, man, you find like some of the most expensive luxury designer stores. And then of course, all your normal stuff like H&M, Uniqlo, stuff that's pretty affordable for the everyday person. Oh, that bakery smells incredible, man. It smells so good. Now, we're actually gonna sit down at a coffee shop inside of here, but first, I wanna show you guys the view of the outside and show you guys why this place is so special, because from the inside, it looks just like any other ordinary mall, but no. It's not. We're actually inside one of the most iconic buildings in the world. We just made it outside, and here in the next minute or so, you'll see exactly why this mall is so special. But first, let me talk to you guys about why I love Malaysia so much. So, as I've told you throughout this video, it's one of the most livable places. Here, you got very affordable accommodations that I'll talk to you a little bit more about later on this week. Everything from $30 a night Airbnbs with beautiful infinity pools to incredible, insane luxury hotels that are some of the most affordable in the world. So for example, the Four Seasons, which is a world-renowned hotel for having some of the best luxury in the world. Man, Four Seasons hotels usually range between $600 to $1,000 a night, depending on where you are in the world. Here in Kuala Lumpur, you can stay in one for around $300 a night, which is absolutely insane. And in fact, we also just found out that they have one of the cheapest Ritz-Carltons in the world. Only around $175, depending on the time of year that you book, to spend the night in the Ritz-Carlton. Imagine that, guys. That is insane. And besides that, most places have incredibly fast internet. So if you're an expat, Kuala Lumpur is a great place to call home. They also have really good public transportation, as you just witnessed. And as I mentioned before, the people are super kind, which honestly makes a big difference everywhere in the world that you go. Now, can you see why that mall is one of the most special here in the city? It is located underneath or inside the Petronas Twin Towers. Now, these here were the tallest twin towers, or they are the tallest twin towers in the world. And it was the tallest building in the world up until, I believe, 2004. How awesome is that, huh? Now, I might be wrong on the 2004 date, now that I think about it, but I'll leave the correct one here on the screen. But man, pretty iconic, right? My very first time coming to Malaysia, this was pretty much the only thing I knew about the country. I knew that they had this incredible architecture, and I knew that I wanted to see it at one point in my life. So yeah, guys, here you have it. One of the most beautiful buildings in the world, and it's located right here in Kuala Lumpur. How awesome is that? Now, there's actually a lot of fountains here, great places to take photos. In the evening, there's actually guys that stand around with like these iPhones with crazy lights on them, and they take photos for like $1 or $2. And I think it's a pretty damn cool souvenir to go home with. Although I know a lot of you guys in the comment section always get angry. I guess the people that do those jobs are like, yeah, illegal immigrants that are not supposed to be doing the jobs. But man, I don't know. People are always gonna have their own opinions, right? I just have a lot of respect for people that actually work, man. They could easily be out here robbing tourists, you know, doing any other thing to make some money, but you know, they're not. They're out here working. So I think that's the same. That's exactly how I feel even in the US. There's a lot of people that are just, man, finding the wrong ways to make money, and then there's hardworking people, and I don't think that, you know, those hardworking people that are trying to make a living for their family the honest way should be punished for that. Obviously, you got to contribute in taxes and contribute to the economy, so there's right and wrong ways to do things. But man, it's so easy, especially when you're not from a place and you can't get a job, to just go and do the wrong thing. Like, I think it's cool that they're out here with cell phones with lights and taking pictures of tourists. Like I mentioned, they could easily be out here robbing them. So, to each his own. That's just where I stand on it. And yeah, this place is awesome. You can actually walk through the clear bridge. I'll show you guys that in another video later on this week. But for now, let's run back into the AC, right?
Yes, please. Let's go in. Like, the view is so beautiful. I love the fountain, the trees, all the buildings. It's so modern. But yeah, it's so hot to be outside right now.
It is, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think about these beautiful twin towers here?
They're amazing. I think it's a symbol of Malaysia, because when you think about Malaysia outside here, like for a foreigner, one of the first things that pop up in your mind is this.
Yeah, the Petronas Towers, huh? Yeah, and I believe Petronas is the name of, yeah, the largest oil company here in Malaysia. I actually stayed at the Intercontinental right down the road. Oh, there's the Four Seasons. Yeah, we can see that building straight from our hotel. And all of these high rises are just beautiful. But yeah, Yeah, maybe we gotta stay in the Four Seasons next time. Who knows? Now that I just mentioned it, I think I might just have to stay at the Ritz-Carlton. Shit. $175 for a Ritz-Carlton? Dude, I've never stayed at a Ritz, man. Yeah, we might have to do that. We might have to do that. All right. Anyways, I'll catch up with you guys inside. Yeah, you can only sit out here during the day for a few minutes, man. It is hot. But in the evenings, it cools down, huh? We've gone out and walked around the last few evenings. How would you say it gets a little cooler?
Yeah, in the evening for sure. It's the time where you need to go out.
Yeah.
In Kuala Lumpur, like you can't stay home.
And the city is very vibrant at night too. There's a lot going on. So I recommend, if you want to save that energy, man, and not be smoked, leave the house early in the morning, but like by noon, try and be back inside, cool down, or inside of a mall, something like that. And then usually around 5-6 p.m., it's perfect to be outside again.
Look, another piano.
Oh, there is another piano. Yeah, guys, there's pianos everywhere here in Malaysia. I wonder why that is. Even at the airport there is. To be honest, I'm all for it. I like it. I think it's very soothing, especially in places like the metro, where people are a little bit nervous or whatnot. Man, that's so cool. But yeah, I think in places like the metro, those are awesome because it kind of relaxes you, even if you're in a rush. It makes you feel better.
At the airport.
At the airport.
We saw one, yeah.
Yeah, super cool. And yeah, look, this here is I think that's life size, to be honest. I'm not sure. I've never seen F1, but it looks like it would be life size, right? I can't imagine them being bigger than that. I mean, that's pretty damn big, but there's a Petronas F1 car. Man, that's sick. I want to go to F1 race one day. We have to go to one.
You won't see nothing.
Yeah, right? They just go too fast. All you hear is just noise. All right, well, now we're entering the shopping center. And this here is Surya KLCC. So yeah, where we entered from was the bottom floor, but inside here, look, they got currency exchanges, another currency exchange, and then of course, all of the big brands. Look at this, we got Ferragamo to the right, Gucci to the left. And yeah, every other brand your heart can possibly think of is in here. They got Rolex, Hublot, Patek Philippe, Louis Vuitton. All of the big stores are found inside here. And they're not just here. Gladys was shocked. They're literally at every mall. You know, even in the US, you don't see these. Usually these luxury stores are like separate from the malls. But here, man, it's just all mixed in between, and every mall has one.
Yeah, a lot of luxury brands. So that's cool. I love it.
What do you think about the malls here?
They're crazy. Like so modern, so big, with all the possible brands you can imagine. Like they are so beautiful. Look at this. Impressive. I feel like I am in the future.
Yeah, literally. You got YSL, MAC, Uniqlo, Dior, Saint Laurent, Boss, Ralph Lauren, Calvin Klein, a cinema. Bro, you have everything. This here's where I want to drink coffee today. Bacha Coffee, and this place is amazing, guys. They got coffees from all over the world, like Burundi, Ethiopia, Rwanda, Uganda, Congo. And then look at the pastries, man. The croissants are unreal. So, yeah, there's a little bit of a line, but there's always a line here at this location. They got several throughout Kuala Lumpur, but we're gonna make the line today, man. We have to. For two, please. Thank you.
Welcome. Can I put you here, sir, or you want to in the center?
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, I have a table then. Can I have your name, sir?
Oh, can we get that one?
Okay, yeah, we just have to wait until they clean it.
That's fine. Can we could sit down there though, right?
Cannot. We have to clean first.
Okay, then we'll take that one that you said.
That corner there?
Yeah,
So,
I'll take that one.
Can I have your name, sir?
Chris, CHRIS.
Your phone number, Mr. Chris? American?
American number.
Okay, yeah, sure.
+1.
The
Yeah.
American accent. That's fine.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from here.
You're from here. You got an English accent.
Really? No.
Yeah, it sounds English.
No.
You sound like Gordon Ramsay.
No, that is very posh English.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
My first time
This is my favorite coffee shop.
Oh, nice. Thank you. Wow, this is so beautiful. It's like I am in Paris.
Yeah, and usually I like to sit outside, guys, but it's very humid. Like outside, there's no air conditioner. They got a fan, but man, it's a little too hot. We spent a lot of time outside already. I think this is nice break, huh?
I need a break from the heat. Sorry, maybe Malaysian people will kill me or maybe not because I saw so many locals with mini fans. So you know it's hot when locals have mini fans.
Yeah, and we're about to drink some coffee. Every time I've come here, I've sat outside, but usually this is like the first stop of the day kind of place. I'm smoked right now. It's hot. So let's look at the menu, guys. And yeah, these coffee shops, they're worldwide, man. But I've only ever had them here in Kuala Lumpur. They got a breakfast menu. Yeah, all kinds of items from the bakeries and chefs. But then here, guys, look, they got the coffee list. And this is where things get very interesting. And this is what separates this place from the rest of the world. Look, they got coffees from Africa. You can get Ethiopia, Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda. Then they got coffees from the Arabian Peninsula, Yemen, coffees from South America, coffees from Asia, Central America, and Caribbean. Wow, they got coffees from your country,
Really?
Venezuela.
No way. Where?
Right here.
I cannot believe.
Oh, actually, I might be wrong. No, that was the Colombia flag. Sorry. They're confused, guys. It's you can
There's
vouch for me
a
though.
fight between Colombians and Venezuela.
Yeah, it's kind of like India, Pakistan. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. But I'm gonna choose something, a specific flavor, and I'll get back to you. So what are you thinking we're gonna get?
I'm gonna get.
What kind of coffee are we trying today?
First, I have to say it's so disappointing. Coffees of South America, they don't have Venezuelan coffee. What the heck?
What the heck, huh?
But it's our country's fault that we don't put coffee all around the world.
Hey, and Venezuela has good coffee, huh?
Yeah, one of the best in the world. Also cacao. But you know what? I'm gonna go with something I dream to go one day. Ethiopia Cafe Coffee, which is the place where coffee is from originally. So I want to try that.
Cool. So we'll probably get a pot, not a glass. We'll get the 35 ringgit pots. So usually every time I come here, we'll order like 1 or 2 different pots to try different coffees. But yeah, Ethiopia sounds like a plan. And what about pastries? You already got there?
I saw that they have like afternoon tea, but afternoon coffee. How cool is that? This is my kind of place.
Wow, that's a good idea, actually.
They have like the coffee and some stuff to eat, sweets and salty.
You know what? Why don't we do that? I think we should do an afternoon coffee set.
Oh, okay.
That sounds good, huh?
Okay.
Ethiopia coffee and 2 croissants? Sounds good. What else do you get with that set?
You get a choice of hot or iced coffee from selection. Well, it depends on the menu.
Oh, they have
Fine.
different sets.
Yeah, they have different sets. So this, for example, is a slow-cooked chicken French toast sandwich, jalapeno pepper, cheddar cheese, and choice of 2 sweet croissants or 2 slices of coffee cake or 1 pastry.
Hey, good to see you again. How are you, brother? Good. Can we get the Ethiopia coffee?
Ethiopia coffee, okay.
We would like to do a pot.
Yes. Okay. 1 pot.
Yeah. And then can we do 1 pistachio croissant and a raspberry one?
Yes.
Oh, that smells so good. Thank you so much.
Cream, and this
Thank you.
like similar to latte or local pie without the sweet. And this is a soup.
Thank you so much.
Vanilla beans. If you want more aroma or smell, you can put vanilla.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I get the
So here's some cream. He said we can add some if we want to make it like a latte. And this is what I love about this spot, guys. Look, this here is the sugar. And then they also have vanilla aroma. So you can just put a little bit on top and it adds, you know, just a hint of aroma to the coffee. Not like it doesn't have some already. Oh, man, it smells so good, huh? And here are the beautiful pistachio and raspberry croissants. This is your kind of date, huh?
Yes.
All right.
This is where I have fun.
This is where you have fun. We're gonna enjoy our little coffee here, our pistachio croissants. I'm telling you, come here, and then afterwards I'm gonna show you guys the garden, and we'll bring this video to an end because man, it is hot, and we got a lot to do today. But I want to relax before heading out to one of the most popular night markets here in the city. What a nice little coffee break that was, and now we are in the back of KLCC Surya, and here you find this beautiful park, guys. That is just, man, one of my favorite places to hang out. Here they got a fountain show every night that takes place, a beautiful green area on the back. They got like a swimming pool, a park, and they also have a track where you can run around. And I must say, the views of the skyline are just so impressive from back here. Now, I've showed you guys this plenty of times in videos before, but it never gets old, man. This is one of those places you have to come when you're in KL. I mean, if you come to Kuala Lumpur, you don't spend time in KLCC, bro, you didn't even come to this city. This is insane, by far one of the most incredible areas in the city. I actually like here in Kampung Baru the most, and you can see why. It's just a very good atmosphere, good vibes. Now this here is where we're gonna actually end today's video. We're gonna be going out to a night market later on today, and I'll share with you guys that video on the next one. But Gladys, what are your overall impressions, first impressions of Kuala Lumpur?
I can see why people love Kuala Lumpur. It's impressive, modern, but at the same time has like a little vintage touch with old buildings, amazing coffee shops, and the food, like the options are so many, and I love Arabic food and Syrian food.
Yeah.
And there's so many options of that food here that I'm like, yes, they have my heart. And of course Malaysian food, like nasi lemak, the rotis everywhere, very delicious. I love that it's a mix of a lot of cultures here.
Yeah, exactly. Yesterday we had a shawarma plate, and it's awesome because we even looked it up last night. You can even go get arepas from her country. Well, it's like Colombian food, but Colombia and Venezuela, they both got
Arepas are
arepas.
not from Colombia. Be careful
That's
with
a big,
your words.
that's a big fighting, that's a big battle, right? But what I'm saying is you can go get Latin American food here, Arabic food, of course, all the Western food. Look, they got burgers and lobster right there, amazing coffee shops, and like you said, it's just, the variety really makes you feel at home. I think that's what attracts Westerners a lot to Kuala Lumpur, is that it has something for everyone. It doesn't matter what kind of food you eat. It doesn't matter what religion you believe in. There is a place for you here in this incredible city.
Oh, also that, I saw a Catholic church and also Baptist church. So you don't see that often in Asia.
Yeah, so that's pretty damn cool, especially in a country that's primarily Muslim. Yeah, it's nice. It makes you feel at home. This is why a lot of people come here and they're comfortable here. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hopefully it helps you out. If it does, please consider smashing the like button. It really helps a lot, guys. A lot of you don't realize how important that is, but man, it makes a major difference. And I'll leave Gladys's channel pinned in the description. She's gonna be filming plenty of videos from here, and it's her first time here. So if you wanna see her impressions, go and check out her channel. For now, I'll leave you guys until later on tonight.
Bye bye.
You were always my